there, Retro Games fans. This is Andy C from Piece of 8-Bit. Welcome to this week's The Bit Between. Now, as part of the Month With series, we're looking at the Intellivision. So we are looking at another Intellivision game this week. The Bit Between, for those of you who don't know, we just look at a game, do a bit of a short playthrough. I'll give you my kind of early impressions. It's not a really deep dive. It's just playing a game that maybe I've not played for a long time, or in this case, a game that I'd never even played before until I came back to Intellivision just in the last couple of weeks. This game is called Shark Shark. It's developed by Mattel themselves and came out in December 1982. They didn't expect it to do all that well, so it only had an initial run of 5,600 cartridges, which is really not much at all. But in later years, it's become somewhat of a cult classic, and we've seen it rebooted and re-released on things like the Evercade, Intellivision Lives, and of course the Intellivision Sprint, which I picked up at the end of last year. So it's a really fun little game. It's deceptively simple. The idea is you're a little fish, and you swim around and you eat fish that are smaller than you. And the bigger fish that are bigger than you can eat you, and there's a shark which can eat everything.
Fish are friends, not food.
You can nibble the shark's tail if you want to risk trying to get the shark, but generally speaking, it's best to avoid it. And as the game goes on, every 1,000 points you level up and you get slightly bigger. You can play with an opponent. You can either play cooperatively with them and help to get points, or you can get bigger than them and eat them if you so choose. And it was well received. It was praised for its graphics and its sound and all of those kind of things. So it was a good little game. As with all Mattel Intellivision games, much like Buzz Bombers last week, you can see on the screen here, I've got it running on the Picade, and there's not much to see, so that's why I'm talking to you directly and not running a little demo of it while I talk. So all we're going to do really today is just dive into the game. There's probably going to be maybe not so much swearing. I'll try and keep the swearing to a minimum, but there might be some exasperation because it is incredibly frustrating, but it is loads of fun as well. Fun tip for you, the game itself was developed by a chap called Dun Daglow, but it was programmed by a lady called Ji Wen Sao, who is largely recognised as being the first female games programmer way back there in 1982. So, little fun fact for you there. It was cartridge release number 43 on the Intellivision, obviously quite late in its life cycle. And like I say, didn't really get popular until more recently. It's a shame that Mattel didn't think it was going to do better. So there you go. Just going to dive into the game then for 5-10 minutes, depending on how quickly my fish expires. Will depend on whether I play a couple of times or one time. But let's dive in and have a look at the gameplay, and hopefully you'll be inspired to go and have a look yourself, because it is loads and loads of fun. I'll see you in there. Okay, here we go then. This is Shark Shark 1982, Mattel. Let's dive into...
Diving literally into the ocean and get started.
So we select one player. And as with Buzz Bombers last week, I am using an emulator to record this. Games like this are not too bad on the emulator. More complex games like Advanced Dungeons & Dragons is a little bit trickier to manage with a standard controller. But this is quite simple, and so it works quite well. Okay, here we go. Right, so that's me in the middle there. Using the D-pad, and that's me, the little yellow fish there. So there's a shark already. Oh, that's a really terrible start. Okay, it is a little harder to get going because all the little fish swim away from you as well. There we go. That's my score at the top, and how many lives I've got left. You get a fair few lives as well. All these bigger fish, everything on here I've pretty much got to avoid. I just had a run a minute ago, and I actually did quite well. Can't get... This shark is doing my head in. There we go. Right, once you get the rhythm, it's actually not too bad. I've got to avoid the little crabs at the bottom as well. They will jump up and get me. I did get quite... The fish I had earlier got quite big. Ah! Ah! Yeah, I still didn't seem to be able to get the crabs, so maybe you just got to avoid those altogether. I've usually not managed to make it bigger. This is bad. This is very bad. Okay, I can nibble at the tail, and provided I do okay, I will have a go at doing that later on, once I get so far. Oh, this is hard, this one. Obviously, the fish are sort of randomly generated, so it's going to be different every time. Sometimes it's easier, sometimes it's not. Oh, wow. Yeah, swimming close to the edges is somewhat of a problem. And the shark kind of dives down like that. That can really catch you out. And obviously, he can just appear at any time from any side. Generally speaking, best to avoid him. Get behind him. So here we go here. At the moment, I'm starting to avoid most things. At least it's quite bad when you get these much bigger fish. Come on, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. Oh, here we go. I want to avoid it. There's so much stuff to avoid in this run through. It's like it knows I'm recording. Nope. I think it's always better as well just to, you know, there's no time limit on this, so it's better just to just take your time. If you can't get to a particular fish, don't force the issue. Don't swim all the way to the edge to try and get it, because you're going to struggle. Now, I'm not sure I'm actually big enough for them yet, so I'm going to avoid those. Get this guy, though. There we go. Generally speaking, the fish need to be sort of smaller or broadly about the same size. So that one's okay. Looks it's a much larger one. Oh, crikey, that came down quick. Can't get any of those, but they will get me, of course. Oh, no! There we go. Oh, that was a lucky escape. There we go. I'm a bit bigger now. I think I can get these. Yeah, he's running away now. They do seem to run away, the same as you do, when they know that they are in peril. I have to say, it is easier to play this game with a D-pad than it is to play it on the standard Intellivision controls, actually. I'm quite big now, so I don't know if I can get that one yet. I'm not sure. I don't want to risk it. I'll get this, though. There we go. Yeah, I think I can get that. Yeah. I'm doing all right here. Can I get that? Yes. So I'm now starting to slow down. So that's the other side of it, is my agility is now reduced. The bigger I get. Now, those jellyfish I don't think I can do anything about. So that's obviously appeared. They appear sort of somewhat later in the game. Bigger again. I don't know how much bigger I get. I don't know if I get to shark size. It's loads of fun. It is so tricky. You've really got to concentrate, but it is loads of fun. It's surprisingly addictive. It's a really simple looking game, obviously, as you can see here. Very colourful. Bigger again. I don't seem to be getting any bigger now. Maybe this I've reached sort of maximum size. Can I get this now? I can't. I definitely can't get those crabs. So I got quite big now. Now I've made myself really small again, so that's a problem. Now I don't know if that resets some of the harder enemies that I had. It's all good. Right. Oh, I've got those 6 lives now. Right, let's see if I can nibble the shark's tail. Oh, that was a mistake. This is the thing. It is that much more difficult to get to the shark that it just isn't worth it, you know? Ah, you see? Because he'll turn around. You saw him flash there. Now, apparently, if I can do that enough, then I will eventually... I will kill him. Oh, well, that was foolhardy. I wasn't even trying to do it then. I was just being useless. So there you go. Hopefully that gives you a bit of a flavour. I mean, there's not much more to say about it than that. Ah! That's what I love about it. It's just ridiculous. It's so simple. Let me know what you think. Do any of you remember this game? Any of you played this on more recently on some of the, like on the Evercade carts, for instance? Boy, this is tricky, this. It's going to be a high score for me. I don't think I've managed to score as highly as this. You are a lot more nimble than the shark. They are not going away. The shark is not going anywhere. Oh, it is persistent. Yeah, that was a thread the needle moment there. Yeah, let me know your thoughts, and let me know your thoughts about what sort of Intellivision games you remember as well. I mean, obviously I played Buzz Bombers, I played Cloudy Mountain, aka Advanced Dungeons & Dragons, which was my very first gaming memory the other day. Yeah, we're getting pretty close to the end of the month with now, so I've been obviously enjoying spending some time with the Intellivision Sprint. Also been playing a lot on the Evercade carts and actually on the original classic console itself. So lots of thoughts and lots of playtime on it. Some things have aged really well. I think this game just is one of those sort of games that's simple enough that it doesn't need really fancy graphics and amazing soundtracks to just be loads and loads of fun to play. I kind of miss these sorts of pick up and play kind of games. They're a bit fewer and further between these days. I just really enjoy them. Let's see, I'll get this seahorse. This is what I'm saying. To try and swear. I'll do little musical interludes instead. There we go. Oh, no, that should be. Can I get this guy? Yes, I can. Oh, there we go. Down to 2 lives. I mean, it reminds me a little bit of things like I can't remember what the name of the game is now, where you sort of play like a little worm thing and you eat the smaller worm things. It was a big online thing. Is it IO? Snake.io, I think it is. You know, where you gradually grow. It's a slightly different dynamic because obviously you become a longer snail, and that's snake, sorry, and that's harder to control. Yeah, those sort of games, I mean, they must have some sort of roots in these styles of games, and that is it. That is game over. I was trying to wrap up before I had game over, but it's not happened. So there you go. So there you go. That is Shark. I hope you enjoyed that. I absolutely love it. I think it's, to be honest with you, it's been one of my favourite games that I've played on the Intellivision so far. I have really enjoyed it. So let me know your thoughts, let me know your memories, let me know if this is something you remember, or if there's anything on the Intellivision you might also like to have a look at. I've only got one more bit between, so I need to get on and record that soon, so I'll pick a game. But if you've got some games that you would like me to have a look at, do mention it in the comments below, and if I've got it available, I will have a look at it. That is it, I think, for this week. So coming up on the channel next week, we will have the wrap up for the month with Intellivision. So that's next Friday. This Friday coming, I visited the Retro Collective down in Stroud, and we will be I'll be posting the video from that as well. So I did some recording, went in the arcade there as well. Spent the whole day there, had a bit of a tour, all of those kind of things. So that's dropping on Friday. We had a fantastic time. Actually went a little over a week ago, but I've not been able to get the video edited and get it published in time. So it's been a bit of a delay getting that done. But so that's coming out on Friday as well. So stay tuned for that. And of course, yes, when we do the Intellivision wrap up a week Friday, then I'll also be telling you what console's coming up next, and I'm quite excited for that as well. So go check out my other Intellivision games. So I mentioned Cloudy Mountain Dungeons & Dragons. That was in my first ever gaming memory. That was last Friday's main video, and we also had a look at Buzz Bombers, which is also quite a fun little game like this, a little bit like Centipede, but on the Intellivision. So go check that out from last week's bit between as well. That is it, and it just leaves me to say, really, thanks ever so much for watching. Please do all take care of yourselves. If you enjoy these videos, please do hit that like and subscribe button. Really do appreciate it. Other than that, I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye for now.